Alright, hello and welcome to the Devstream 93 breakdown. Not an enormous amount, but some good news. Pretty much all good news. So the first thing that we've got to talk about is the Harrow quest, for those of you that don't remember Harrow. He's coming out very soon. He seems to be pretty much done. They're doing some final polish on him and changing a few things that his abilities work, which we're going to go into in a second. And he's looking significantly better this Devstream than he did last time. But we got a little bit of what's going to be going on in his quest, which we have Palladino, who is a clairvoyant, who's part of Red Veil, so that will be important. It's odd that we're not going to be, like, mainly dealing with the leader of Red Veil, as we've seen, so that could be more story-related than even Octavia's quest, where we didn't have really a lot of characters interacting. So that might be really cool. We're going to be getting Jackrabbit, these little Jackrabbit, like these naked Jackrabbit mole rats things on Earth. That's a new wildlife that we're going to be getting, which are adorable, so that'll be great, I suppose. And then we got news that we're getting the multiplayer simulacrum, which Rebecca sprung on the devs, so I don't know how soon we're going to get that. But multiplayer simulacrum is a thing that I've wanted for quite a while, so I'm very happy that we will be seeing that. That should make testing a few specific things significantly easier. So that's awesome. We got the work in progress for the next Warframe. So after Harrow, we will be getting this character, who they didn't really go into the specifics about the theme, and the weapon is not final, but looking at the concept, it looks like a femme rhino, kind of. Like, it looks like they took Rhino, make it a girl, and then add some, like, shiny armor. Like, shiny new armor. Which is, like, whatever. It's kind of a cool concept. I'm curious to see how it'll actually look in-game when it gets done. But that will probably not be for a while. Although, I will say that this year, it's good that we're kind of getting a lot more Warframes, because last year was pretty short on Warframes compared to the previous year. So it looks like they may be trying to make up for that. So, that's cool. Otherwise, we got some news on some UI improvements for Sentinel modding, which is it very clearly marking mods that are being used by your, like, Warframe weapons, like, already. Like, your Sentinel weapons will be very clearly marked what mods you can't use. The thing about that is I still don't understand why that's a thing that we even have to deal with, because I don't get why we should have to level 2 serrations to use Sentinel weapons. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That being said, it doesn't really affect me because using Sentinel weapons is a downside anyway, so I guess that's fine. But for the people that want to use Sentinel weapons, I don't understand why maxing out 1 serration isn't enough, and that someone would need to invest another, like, 20k endo just to have their Sentinel have an okay-ish offensive option. So I don't really get it, but at least it's going to be clearly marked now for those of you that are still using Sentinel weapons. And I guess that's fine. Then we have the Harrow changes. So, the Harrow changes are really, really good. A lot of the things that I was worried about appear to have been, like, totally cleaned up, which is really, really important. The change from his headshots being required for most of his abilities to them being a huge bonus to him is really, really awesome, meaning that you can just kill enemies regularly and get energy from his 3. And getting the headshots on kills with his 3 is going to just give you more energy than it normally would. Really good change that will make it so that if you are just needing to kill these motherfuckers, you're still going to get a bonus for it, and your powers aren't going to be useless if you're not getting the headshots. So that's really nice. His 3 sticks to him now, as opposed to setting it down in one area. It's just an AoE that comes off of him. My worries with that are based on the range that they showed on Devstream. I think it seemed like Rebecca was using just a stretch and was at about 21 meters. For the range, that's really low for your teammates actually getting any benefit from that. As for Harrow himself, it'll probably be fine. But as for your teammates actually gaining any benefit from that, if it is plussed up to 21 with a stretch mod, that seems like a really low base of like around 15, which is rough, to say the least, because that is very, very short range. On the plus side, you can now move and charge your 3, so you're not just stuck dead in one spot, ready to be shot in the face anymore. So that is a huge improvement. So it seems like they are still fixing Harrow up, and we'll see how he launches. I'm hoping that he launches really well, but I worry that he might launch just a little underpowered. But he can always be buffed up, you know. And also, we got some news that shield gating is definitely still coming, and it will be here with the Earth remaster, I believe they said, which is only being held up by Hero's Quest not being done. So we should see a pretty significantly sized update of probably Haro, the Earth remaster, shield gating, all that kind of stuff, as kind of like one big dump. So that should be fine. Yeah. It was good information, but not a whole lot. Like, lots of things just kind of got talked around and no real news on things. There was some talk about Oberon, where they got the questions, but, like, the questions that they got were from before they put out that patch that improved him slightly. I still don't think Oberon is really that great, but he was okay. He's better than he was, so there's that. Maybe 3 or 4 more better than he was, and he'll be an A-rank Warframe. So, I guess progress is progress, so that's fine. Overall, just kind of a real short thing. Not a whole lot to say, really. So I'm just going to kind of end it here. The free-to-play stream is today. If you want to catch up on the free-to-play through at the end of the video, which is coming up real soon, I'll have the video there for you to go watch the recap for the first stream. And the second stream is today. We're going to be getting into Rhino, and maybe getting to the point where we are going to get some corrupted mods even. So, come hang out for that. And, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wait. Also, the 72-hour charity stream is this weekend. On Saturday is my time block. Join my Discord if you want the exact time I'm going to be on for that. I'll have it posted in there pretty soon. But yeah, that 72-hour Warframe charity stream is going on this weekend, so hang out in that as well. So, all kinds of things are happening. It should be fun. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that now, bye. Later.